Okay, let's just start. And there are a couple of people who are here who will join the discussion and give some more details, but I'll just start. Obviously, I have views, and there are my own views expressed here. So that's just my disclaimer. And this is the topics that I hope to cover. Most people seem to be interested in the sewage treatment plant. I know there are people here maybe who are concerned. Uh, Also, the proposed pedestrian sidewalk along Newtown Yardley Road. I know Charles Foyer is here. And might talk a little bit about the Newtown Creek Bridge, the gas leaf blower ban survey, which I got some results for. And I just got notice about a housing survey from Pennsylvania that you might be interested in. That's not my survey, it's the PA State survey. I'll talk a little bit about changes in the 2025 budget and give you a preview of what's on the agenda for the Wednesday meeting of the Board of Supervisors. Now, first, Bill Everett, who is on the line here, uh, had made a comment regarding concern for the environmental impact of the planned proposed sewer treatment plant located near the Wawa on Silver Lake Road. I guess it's Lower Silver Lake Road. But there'll be a meeting of the sewer authority tomorrow at 3 p.m. The public is invited. I know, um, Mr. Everett will be there. Um, and basically, Mr. Everett recommended independent environmental impact analysis. And the sewer authority will be at the Newtown Board of Supervisors meeting on Wednesday and give us a report. I haven't seen their report yet, but I was able to see the report they gave on November 6th at the Borough. So look forward to that. And I know maybe Bill will have something to say during the discussion after this presentation. Regarding the sidewalk, this has been something that mostly the residents of Newtown Walk have been asking for. Charles Foyer will be here to give some more details, but basically, this is sort of, we're hoping it could be an adjunct to fix this situation here, which we think is a little dangerous, to add a concrete sidewalk to connect with the sidewalk from the borough instead of this path, which is very close to the road and there's no curb. We think it's a safety issue. And I think Mr. Foyer will be able to give us an update at the discussion period. So I won't say anything more about that for now. Uh, the bridge across the Newtown Creek. Uh, we've just gotten word that there's nearly $1 million grant for this bridge, and this has been planned for a long time. There was some kind of delay. If you can see this, it connects from Frost Lane and North State Street, and there's a pedestrian bicycle ramp that leads to the bridge and then a path that goes to North Sycamore Street. Meanwhile, I put this image of uh, Forest Lane that's in the township here on the left, and there is no sidewalk here. It's very dangerous to be walking towards the bridge way back there, but the borough plans to uh, create a sidewalk to the bridge along North State Street and Edgeboro Road. So this will take a few years before anything really happens. But coincidentally, there's another bridge that was is being planned across the creek on the other side of town. We can get into that later.
Hey, John, quick question. I don't know if you're taking questions yet, but there's $1 million um, grant associated with it. What's the budget for it?
Well, I'm not sure what the budget is. I have to look over my notes on that. That's a good question. I don't know if they got to that level of detail. What I remember is that they need to for the bridge itself. There's the Pennsylvania has these old bridges that were
Mhm.
sitting somewhere, and we may be able to purchase that. But I don't recall what the level of detail was for that, but I'm sure the grant is based upon some estimate. I can
Mhm.
get those numbers later and put it in the notes.
Cool. Yeah. Just knowing you just
Yeah.
mentioned 25, the 25 budget is, it's tight. So,
Well, it's not in our budget.
well, no, just the funding. If just one more thing to add to future budgets is basically what this is going to amount to in some form or fashion.
Yeah, probably. This is a result of a survey. I don't know if people were aware at the November 13th meeting of the Board of Supervisors. There was residents from the uh, Newtown Friends Village on Lower Dolington requested that the Board of Supervisors implement a ban on gas-powered leaf blowers, mainly because of their noise and because of the pollution involved. And so I did this survey, and obviously, a lot of people were not in favor of such a ban. And right now, there is no plan for a ban, although some uh, supervisors might be well, I think it was stated that the Environmental Advisory Council, who has been advocating for this ban, now is limiting its scope to uh, using to banning these gas-powered leaf blowers on Newtown property, mainly by the um, uh, Public Works Department. And this is some information I received from a commercial landscape company. And a few of them have answered the survey, and they are uh, complaining about it would require a lot of batteries. An interesting thing is it might require some kind of inverters or whatever in a truck, which would need to keep idling throughout the entire day to charge these batteries. Obviously, all the excess uh, expense would be passed on to the homeowners association. So I don't know where this is going to be going in the future, but it might be just something to keep an eye on. This is a survey from the state regarding the housing needs for Pennsylvania. And, they want to have a plan. Mainly, it sounds like how to increase affordable housing in our community. I mean, in Newtown Township, um, I don't believe there'll ever be affordable housing, depending upon what you mean by that. But one of the options was this mixed-use zoning in the LIOLI overlay district, which is in the Business Commons area. This means more basically apartment buildings, and there's already a developer who wants to develop a apartment building in the center of town. And I'm sure the prices for these apartments are, if you consider $2,000 to $3,000 a month affordable. I don't know, but it seems a little bit expensive to me. And you're welcome to take this survey, and there'll be more information in the notes. Here's just some of the questions. One of the questions that they ask, how important are these things? And I'm an older adult. I don't know what they can be planning for older adults, but so feel free to take the survey. Regarding the budget, this is sort of a table that shows you some information, how it was amended. But the main thing was I was able to get them to add $20,000 to the budget for this speed sign, which tells you how fast you're going. Um, the police department had requested that. Currently, they have to borrow such signs from other municipalities. And I just felt, that was, we deserve to have our own kind of signs. A lot of residents have complained to me about speeding, and especially through neighborhoods. Sorry about that. And so I know the police department has been putting out some signage. Hopefully, this would help with the speeding. Meanwhile, uh, the budget is for about nearly $19 million, with expenditures estimated to be 17 million. So there's about $1.7 million that will remain in the balance. And this is what's considered to be used for emergency purposes. It's only about 10% of the expenditures. And I think, you know, consultants have recommended to us more like what we need is 17%. In any case, the budget will be discussed at the Wednesday meeting. And there are two items that we be voting on. Basically, is establishing the tax rate. It should be noted that the taxes are not going to increase. It's still at 13.115 mils. If you want to figure that out, I think it's for my house, it's about 30 something dollars per mil per year. It depends on the estimated value of your home. One of the things that irks me, however, is the salaries of some of the exempt employees who are not covered by a union contract. You can see in this table, some of these increases are as much as 19% increase. I had hoped that there would be more level increases with uh, you know the the administration below the management, support staff have significantly lower increases. Still, the average is 10% increase, and 9% increase. So pretty hefty salary increases, I think. Any case, that's my presentation. I know there are people here who want to um, uh, have some comments.